Hey film fans, welcome to CinePro. Your ultimate hub for all movie recaps, from heartwarming classics to the latest blockbusters. The movie begins. On Halloween, in one of the houses, Alex is getting ready to celebrate Halloween, and her mother is upset that Alex won't watch the horror movie with her like every year. But Alex promised her that when she comes back from the party, she'll watch the movie with her. Alex said she's getting ready with her friends, and they're going to have a party in an isolated place in the forest. Riley is taking his friends to the party location, and the friends are Kyle, Sally, Alex, and Riley. Riley tells them the story of the festival, what happened in the past in the forest, and also about the clown circus there. One day, a girl died there, and the legend says that her ghost scares anyone who enters the forest. The place is without guards because all the guards ran away after they saw and heard the ghost of the girl. His friends don't believe him and ask him not to go there, but Riley's curiosity gets the better of him. They arrive at the forest and enter the abandoned festival, surprised by the clown's circus around them. Riley says the clown who was here was treated badly by people, and they said they hanged him. Riley insists on entering the clown's maze to try to find something scary. Suddenly, a strange clown appears and tells them his name is Bojo. He tells them that the spirits of clowns are strong and always return to take revenge on the humans who hurt them. The group is surprised by him, but they aren't afraid. Bojo tells them he will tell them 3 scary and true stories until the rest of the audience arrives. The first story takes place one day in a house. Today is the birthday of the child Cameron. His mother and father invited his friends and brought a kind clown to play with them. Everyone is happy with the clown because, of course, he makes them laugh. The problem is that Cameron isn't at the party because his friend Jack didn't come since he's sick. The father leaves the mother and goes to try to convince Cameron to join his birthday party. Cameron is upset because Jack is absent, and he also doesn't like clowns. His father tries to reassure him that everyone loves clowns and they make people happy and laugh. Cameron promises his father he will join the party, but he will need some time. Suddenly, Cameron hears screaming. When he goes out to check, he finds everyone dead and a terrifying clown eating people after killing the kind clown. Cameron tells all this after 15 years have passed since the incident, and now he is getting psychological treatment since what happened. The doctor reassures him because the evil clown is dead. Cameron ran away from him at the time and managed not to die. Today is Halloween, and Cameron returns to his house to try to relax, but he finds someone in his house and slams the door in his face. Cameron gets scared and calls the police, and also calls his friend Jack. When they arrive, the officer searches the house but finds no signs of a break-in, and nothing is stolen. The officer reassures Cameron and Jack that it was probably just a regular Halloween prank, but Cameron always sees the clown appearing and disappearing around him. At night, Cameron tries to study and forget about the clown, but suddenly he hears a sound and feels the clown is present. Cameron gets scared and goes to take his sedative medication to make the clown hallucinations stop, but after taking the medication, the clown appears behind him. Cameron runs and tries to hide, but finds the clown's balloons in front of him. He goes to get something to protect himself, but then Jack arrives, and he was the cause of the noise Cameron felt. Jack and Cameron will celebrate Halloween, and Jack is surprised when Cameron says the clown didn't die. He just said that to reassure himself, and the doctor helped him believe that lie because when he escaped from the clown back then and told the police, when they returned to the house, they didn't find the killer and never caught him until now. Suddenly, Cameron sees the clown and calls Jack to save him, but Jack finds no one and searches the house to reassure Cameron, but finds nothing. Jack decides to leave and let Cameron rest. Cameron, alone, tries to eat and forget the clown, but he notices a finger in the food and gets scared, but it was all just his imagination. He sees the clown again, this time laughing. Cameron hides and calls Jack to come and save him, but Cameron hears Jack's phone ringing in the basement. When he goes to check, he finds the clown has killed Jack, and the clown attacks Cameron and kills him too. And that is the first story, says Bojo. The group doesn't believe the story, but Riley and Alex like it, unlike Kyle and Sally, who decide to leave the others and go. The clown warns them that the place isn't safe for them alone, but they don't care, and will wait for Riley and Alex outside after they hear the rest of the stories. The second story takes place in a police station. Officer Allison goes to her chief, Patrick, and tells him about the deaths and disappearances spreading in the village. She feels someone is covering up these crimes. Patrick isn't interested in what she says. He sends police to the village to investigate. In the village, a young man is running, terrified of the killer chasing him. The young man fails to escape and finds the killer in front of him. The young man says he won't reveal their secret to anyone, but he doesn't want to die. The killer doesn't care and attacks and kills him. In one of the village stores, Officer Chris appears, surprised by the strange strange looks of people on Halloween. He goes to the car and meets Officer Lara, who isn't excited to work on Halloween. But Chris tells her they have to look for the killer who's murdering people. In the last 12 disappearances in the village this year, they found 7 bodies murdered. Lara removes her police badge to forget for a while that they're on official duty. Suddenly, as they're driving, they find a girl asking for help to save her sister, whom the killers kidnap. Chris reassures her and asks her to get in the car and take them to the killer's location. They arrive, and he asks the girl to stay in the car and not get out. But the girl is evil. While searching the car, she finds the police badge and needs to go help the killers. Chris and Lara feel it might be a trap. Chris finds the killers with a pregnant woman. Chris and Lara split up to try to free the pregnant woman from the killers. But the evil girl appears, grabs a sharp object, and attacks Officer Lara, killing her. But before she dies, Lara shoots and kills the evil girl. The killers hear the gunfire, and their leader leaves one killer with the pregnant woman and goes with the rest to find out what happened. They find the evil girl and the officer dead. Chris sneaks into the place where the pregnant woman is, kills the killer, and goes to free her. But he is surprised when she says her name is Ashley and that he is a good man because he wants to save her without knowing who she is. Chris doesn't care and asks her to escape while he distracts the killers. Chris kills the killers, and only the leader remains. Unfortunately, Chris's gun runs out of bullets, and he can't kill the leader. He is terrified when he finds out that Ashley is a demon, and all these killers are her demon children who stole human bodies to live hidden inside them in human form. That's why she asked Chris the strange question. At first, and now, she's about to give birth to her new demon son so he can steal Chris's strong body. The demon father appeared and was happy because the number of his children is increasing, and it will continue to increase. The person protecting the demons is Patrick, who was very happy when he got the call that the demoness had given birth and her son had stolen Chris's body. As usual, Patrick was asked to clean up the traces of the crime, but he got tired of the policewoman Allison and was afraid she would uncover his secret. So he called her and gave her more files about the case regarding the person who protects the murderers. Allison was busy, so he attacked, strangled, and killed her. And this is the second story. The third story happens at night in a forest where Sammy found there was no phone network. Her friend Sarah reassured her that they were there to relax and rest, and that there were no monsters, killers, or ghosts in the forest. But suddenly, a killer appeared, attacked, and killed them. In one of the houses, Howie appears, getting ready to go fishing in the forest with his friends. His wife wanted to go with him, but she doesn't like forests. She asked him to try to relax and forget all his work problems as he'll be with his friends John and Randy. At a store, Howie, John, and Randy arrived to buy some things. A man named Edgar was watching them the whole time since they entered the store. Howie was surprised when the store owner told him that the houses in the forest were not available due to disappearances, and was surprised they still insisted on going there to fish. When they left the store upset that their vacation was ruined, Edgar approached, greeted them, and told them he had a cabin in the safe part of the forest with a place for fishing. They were very happy and asked him to take them there. Edgar agreed and also allowed them to stay in his house in the forest. Edgar asked them to follow him in their car. They were surprised when he led them deep into the forest to a place they didn't know. They arrived at the house, and John and Randy left Howie to unload the bags from the car and take them to Edgar's house alone. Edgar went with John and Randy to the fishing spot and waited for Howie to join them after moving the bags. Alone, Howie heard a strange sound and sensed very fast movements around him. Suddenly, John heard Howie scream, but Edgar reassured him it was just the birds, as they make strange sounds in the forest, and they believed him and continued on their way. They reached the fishing spot but were worried that Howie hadn't arrived yet. John decided to go look for him, and Edgar went with him so John wouldn't get lost in the big forest. Randy stayed to fish and didn't notice the skull in front of him. When Edgar and John returned to the house, Edgar locked them in, and John was terrified when he saw the blood. Before he could call for Howie, Edgar attacked him. When night fell, John woke up and Edgar told him that he was the murderer who brings people to his monstrous daughter because she eats their flesh. He has to do this so his daughter doesn't die. All of this happened to her after something terrifying and strange happened to her in the forest. Edgar couldn't bear it anymore, so he used his gun and killed himself. John found himself alone in front of Edgar's daughter. Before she could eat him, he took Edgar's gun and shot her dead. In the morning, Randy woke up and went to look for Howie and John. At Edgar's house, he found John's corpse and the monster. He thought John was unconscious, but he was dead and had turned into a monster. The monster attacked Randy and ate him. And this is the third story. Riley remembered the first story about the clown, and his mother told him what happened with Cameron. But Bojo told them he was at Cameron's party in the first story because he was one of his friends. The monster clown steals the souls of the people he kills, then turns them into killer clown monsters like him. Riley and Alex ran after seeing the clown, but the clowns were everywhere. They attacked Riley and killed him. Alex escaped and found an old warehouse and hid inside. But this warehouse was the house of the killer clown monster. He surrounded Alex, attacked, and killed her. Anyone who enters the clown's territory will die. And this is the end of the summary. If you liked the video, subscribe Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification button so you never miss an updates. See you in the next video.